G'day, I'm your host Charlie Arnott, an 8th generational Australian regenerative farmer. And in this podcast series, I'll be diving deep and exploring my guests' unique perspectives on the world so you can apply their experience and knowledge to cultivate your own transition to a more regenerative way of life.
Welcome to the Regenerative Journey with your host, Charlie Arnott.
G'day, welcome to the Regenerative Journey. Welcome to episode 1 of this new season of the Regenerative Journey. Now, hello, Angelica.
Hello, my love.
As is our habit, last season we didn't do it, but every other season, maybe apart from the first 2, so that's probably the last 7 or so seasons, Angelica and I have done a little intro, first episode for each season, just a bit of a warm-up, what we've been up to, what we're thinking about, what's relevant, what's contemporary in our lives. We've got a couple of things to mention today, but we're very excited to release this season of the Regenerative Journey, which we recorded most of.
Almost a little over a year ago, let's say.
It was July last year.
Yeah, over a year ago.
July last year.
So it's been sitting in the can waiting to be launched.
Yeah.
With a whole lot of fanfare.
Yeah, and I've been sitting on it for a while, just choosing the moment. Would have been nice to get it out earlier. A number of reasons we didn't, not because of the quality of the interviews. They were all fantastic. So we went to the United States in July last year, interviewed 8 wonderful people, and I've added a few more since then. So I think there's 11 or 12 in this season. But as I said, this is our first little kickoff. Is there anything? I mean, we're sitting here at the back of the house.
In the middle of the garden.
There's no back of the house. There's no front of the house either.
I chose the location because I just can't think of a more beautiful spot to be sitting under the crabapple blossoms at this time of year on my pink chair.
Yeah,
I waited a whole year to have this experience, and I thought, nice to share with your audience how pretty spring is.
So we've got crab apples around us in blossom. There's some over there. They're done. We've got everything's exploding. Lily's little herb garden over there. We've been away for a couple of weeks. It actually just exploded with growth and flowers and everything.
Just
and what a credit.
Much new life.
Can I just say one cool thing that's happened is, I think I mentioned this the other day, before we left, so 4 weeks ago, she cut off 4 or 5 poplar branches that were dormant on the trees and made teepees for 2 pea plants. Now, because he did it back then and jammed them in the ground, those poplars are actually now growing and
become a permanent teepee.
It'll be a living teepee.
You'll have to take a photo of those.
It's very cool.
And share, because it's just fabulous. It looks so great.
And the kids just put a fence around that today. So, Angelica,
yes,
spring has sprung.
Definitely has. On my walk this morning, I just couldn't believe the amount of new life just popping up through the ground. You could actually hear grass growing. Sorry,
that's all right. A bit closer.
I forgot I'm on the air.
Not too close.
Yes, and our trees are like spreading their wings and reaching for their limits. It's just beautiful around here at the moment. And there's Graham in the garden, and the washing is flapping on the lines. It's as pretty as a picture.
Well, going over 3 weeks nearly, the change has been remarkable.
Hasn't it?
And what's that? Has that got us thinking about anything particularly? Angelica?
Well, it was just I had a grateful moment coming home, watching the kids this morning, just settling in, back into nature, back on motorbikes. Digging trenches in the garden, and just thought, here we are again. Enjoying the fruits of our labour. I think it's just such a beautiful space to come home to, and we feel very blessed and very grateful to have this. But it also spawned an idea that Charlie and I have been talking about for such a long time about our tree change initiative, and we have some ideas that we'd like to sort of put out to the world. In terms of, those looking to have that experience or change their living space for a minute and have a country tree change, I guess. That's what
we're calling it a tree
designing.
Change project. Yeah.
And, you want to tell everyone about the house that we have. It's like...
Well, Little Plains is a wonderful 1927 built Federation home that we renovated some years ago. And for the last couple of years, we've been renting it out as a short-term Airbnb, which has been fantastic. I love having such good reviews. People, it's a really good place, 5-bedroom, sleeps 12, like families often congregate there. We've had quite a few return guests. And I guess as, seasons change and ideas change and plans change, we also thought, well, what has become relevant to us is what a wonderful experience we have here, living here. And I've lived here my whole life. I've gone away a few times, of course, but to experience it, and for our kids, we see our kids,
thriving.
I mean, Lord, half an hour he's over there digging a trench in the lawn just because he saw Graham digging a trench, digging a pipe up. Lilla's done a herb garden. I mean, there's so many, I could go on for hours, but what a wonderful place for kids to grow up. And we looked at Little Plains as potentially a family home, not just an Airbnb, a couple of days here and a weekend there. And so what the Tree Change Project we're launching essentially now for you to think about and share with your buddies is we're offering that house full-time, for a 12-month rental.
Can either be fully furnished or unfurnished.
Well, we prefer fully furnished because where are we going to put that furniture?
No, I think it's just the idea is that those that have been yearning to have that country experience can jettison their lives.
Yeah.
I think, either lock up your house and come on down and have a year in the country just to see what it's like, or rent out your space and, do the same out here. And I think it would be a worthy investment, really. More than financially. I think it's, Well, I guess in some ways it might be whatever your situation is, it might be financially a good move. If you're living in the city and renting that out. Yeah.
But I guess what inspired us is, the opportunity that families might come out here. They may be thinking, I'd like to buy a farm and, I love the idea of living on a farm and my kids growing up on, but this gives the opportunity to essentially step into a beautiful 5-bedroom family home.
And test
fully
running
decked out.
idea.
Give it a test run. Yeah, it's fully furnished. So everything.
Such a great opportunity.
All the mod cons.
And community. Like we have a very strong community. There are schools, there are cafes, there are...
School bus goes right past the
School
front
bus
gate.
Goes right out the front gate. Yeah, exactly. And
Phil, Mr. Phil.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lovely community as well.
And there are schools. I mean, our Lordie's is a primary school here, so there's lots of that. It's only 4 hours from Sydney. It's about an hour and a half from Canberra. So look, that's what we're really plugging, and we'd love for people to consider that. If you're listening to this and go, you know what, that's something I'm not about to do, but I know I've got some buddies, some friends who have been dying to sort of maybe
get on the land,
dip on the land, dip their toe in the water. We have space for a couple of horses as well. Bring your dogs, bring your cat, whatever you want.
Bring your entire life.
Bring your whole life. Yeah.
Swap it out.
I guess it is an opportunity to dip your toe in the water without a full commitment to buying a farm or leaving everything behind.
Or just doing something wildly adventurous for a whole year.
Yeah.
Like, what a great opportunity.
And it's not far from us. Like, so we're 15 minutes drive from here. It's it is on our farm, chemical-free farm. So you have the opportunity of, if you've always wanted to think about, like to experience not just regenerative farming, but regenerative living on a farm that is regenerative, and feeling like you'd like to get away from the hustle and the bustle, get away from, I don't know, chemicals or whatever, madness. Mm-hmm. And also, as a, I guess to add some value to that, we hold workshops here, 2 to 3 workshops a year. It's usually one biodynamic one. We held one the other day about pasture cropping or no-kill pasture creation and development. So we run different workshops, some on animal handling, all sorts of things. So we'd be really happy for whoever picks up this opportunity and I guess essentially is selected to come and live at Little Plains, then we'd be very happy for you and your family to join us at any of those workshops, because we want it to be somewhat immersive. We like community. We like having people, knowing people are enjoying their location, and it gives us a lot of joy to be able to share that
Absolutely.
Situation. So it's, there's cultural aspects. I don't know. I'm just pretty pumped about it. It's something that I really struggled with, I have to say, for a while. You were on the case some months ago, and I struggled because I like the idea of people coming in, coming out, and lots of people experiencing little planes for what it is. But it does mean it's very short term. It's not even really a taste. And I thought, what if we could make a big difference to one family's life?
Yeah. How amazing would that be?
Next year, 2026, so that they could,
have that experience.
maybe have the dream come true, and the vision they might have been holding for some time. So look out on socials, look out on our website, charliearnott.com.au, DM me on Instagram or Facebook. Excuse me, if you want more info. We're launching in a couple of weeks. You'll hear this. Well, it'll be live or probably a week after you hear this, but there should still be some links, and send us an email, DM us if you want more info. Just go nuts. Happy to share that. I think that's pretty clear. Anything else, Angelica?
No, it's nice to be sitting here for this minute. Thank you for encapsulating all of that. We think it's a really worthy swap.
Yeah.
Be keen to hear your thoughts on that.
Bit of a carrot dangler, whatever that means. Yeah. Joel Salatin is episode number 2. So when we were over there last year, Joel was sort of probably about halfway through our trip. I have interviewed Joel. He was, which one was he? I think he was in episode season 1. He might have actually been episode 1, season 1 from memory. What a lovely guy, wonderful guy. We got there. It was busy, wasn't it? He had like
frantic,
Coast Guards.
Mad. Yeah, he had a lot of people coming through, but he took the time and he was brilliant.
As he always does. We actually stayed there in his little Airbnb down the road.
Lots of stories to share.
That was cool. And there was a spooky cemetery and church up the road. We were sneaking around. All of that.
And also,
good
don't
food.
Forget to mention my dearest, beautifulest friend, Deborah Lee Finesse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm very keen to hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
And all things love, authenticity,
she's very
inspiration,
she's
creativity.
Awesome.
She's an awesome woman. That's a good couple of hours.
Yep. Jan Barber, Sarah Glover.
You got some treasures in there.
Paul Check, Will Harris. Just what?
Sorry, lots to look forward to.
Yeah, very pumped. Patrick McManaway. Actually, Lil and I went and did a course, the subtle energy course, my 3rd time. I'm a bit of a numpty. 3rd time we went down to Tassie, the Camerons, lovely family down there, and they hosted Patrick, who has been here, and what a lovely man. Go Brown, Brownie. I caught up with him in February.
Nice.
This year.
Good on you.
Yeah, that was cool. There's others. There's plenty. Looking forward to it. Stay tuned. I hope this is a nice little warm-up for you in a week's time when this is launched. I'm trying to think who's next, actually, and I cannot remember. But it's all... Oh, no, sorry. Joel is next, and then away we go for another 12 or so people. The wind's getting up.
Oh, is it ever? It's ruining my hair.
The bees are everywhere. I hope the audio is still pretty good on this. And lovely to see you all. I'm going to turn you off on this cool bit of technology and catch you on the other side.
If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love your support by subscribing, rating and reviewing The Regenerative Journey on your favourite podcast platform. You help us reach more people and keep the show thriving for seasons to come. Each time you listen, you're choosing to make a positive shift in your own world. And if an episode speaks to you, please pass it on to friends, family or communities who might be inspired too. For more details and episodes, visit www.charliearnott.com.au.